Irontrader. This is the last call of the day, so we're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at Meta, M-E-T-A. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recognition bias on a stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Meta stock, your daily chart. Now, before we get started, the Fed had a meeting there today, and I'm sure everybody paid attention. They cut down rates there a quarter point, okay? So, again, it's actually looking good, very, very bullish going forward here. But just remember here, now coming here into November, December, you always have that tech selling here. So always take that in mind. And then I think we rally into the end of the year. So always just keep that in mind. Now, we've had a really good run up here. So let's take a look at the old Meta. We had a little sell-off here yesterday, but then again, the candle turned green. And then today we gapped up a little bit there, okay? So yesterday's high, we had 573 flat. And then today's low here, we had 570, 521, okay? So you got that gap, 573, and then 573, 575, 21. So that on the downside, that's what we want to watch. Okay, so again here, let's just take a look at the upside here first. So far here today, we had that 593.68. She's rallying up very, very nicely. So then what we do is we want to come over the top of this candle here. This is going to be next. That's going to be 610 cents. And then we'll come up to there. You're looking at 601.20 and then 602.95. That's the breakout. And obviously, once you break out that, it's blue sky and she goes higher. Downside, you want to watch this key level here. This is that 21-day. 577.97, and we want to watch that 8-day at 577.09. And then we want to do is obviously watch today's low. That's at 575.21. There's your gap, and then 573 flat. There's your fill. And then if that keeps on going lower, okay, you got 566.67 there, and then we're going to come right down here to this 560.36. That is your 50 SMA here. Okay, so we had a little sell-off there yesterday, but you know, actually that was the buying opportunity to take this longer. So again, just watch that 21 and then 8-day on the downside. That's going to be very, very key. And then on the upside, if you just keep around and rolling, that's 602.95. You break out above that, you got blue sky. Okay, plenty of room to run. You got 59 here. You got your actually bearish momentum here, but if you get that green to cross over that red, then she can rally up higher just like we had here, okay? So that's what you always want to pay attention to. Right now, we don't have that, but we've got to see how this all shake out. Now, here, as far as the NASDAQ, you're rallying up here again, another 235 points there. You got to be a little bit careful up here. You're kind of entering this nosebleed territory because it went so fast. Same way with, the Dow selling off a little bit there today. So the S&P is still up there. So just be a little bit attentive here. What I'm doing is on my trades here, I'm taking profits as this thing rolls up here because I'm always looking at that tech selling, and then that's good buying opportunity here to take it long. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old crude oil. Okay, here we have crude oil. Your daily chart pretty much tells it all. Okay, so we're all right here, just lined right on up here like soldiers. Okay, so we had this high here of 72.67. Yesterday we had that high at 72.63, and then today we went back up to 72.88, just a little bit higher. But you notice so far we can't really hold it. You guys have some topping tails here, but we also have bottoming tails here on the last 2 days here. So let's just look at the upside. So obviously we want to get over above today's high. So when those futures open, watch that. That's at 72.88. If we can get just above that, then we're going to come right here to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 73.26. And then we'll come up to the top of that candle, 74.45. But realistically, here it is, 74.70. That's going to be your target. Okay, that's going to be your target. That's 74.70. Okay, now if we can get above that, you got that 75.08, and then we'll come over top of this candle here. That's 76.24, and then we have that nice price channel going on right there. Retest at 26.24, which is basically the top of that candle, and then we have 77.10, which is your 200-day. But the key is if this rallies up here, let's see what the reaction is at that 100-day. Is it going to be the same as this, and then come on down, the same as when we went to the 200-day, the 200-day, the 100-day, okay, so and on and on. So we got to really watch that, okay, because look how many times that went right in there and then sold right on off here when you hit this bigger resistant levels, okay? So let's just take that in mind. Now, on the downside, very, very easy. You really just want to hold this key level here, 70.99. That's going to be crucial. And then right below it, you got 70.85. And then this 8-day. This is going to be very, very key here. This is that 70.53 level. So all your resistance or support levels are sitting right there. Now, again, if that's lost, we just look here to yesterday's low. That's at 69.74. And then we come right down the bottom of this candle here at 69.32 and just follow these candles all the way on down. You got 68.30 that we have here, 67.28. And then we just all the way down here to this retest here of 66.72. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out here on the crude oil. But right now we just got this is just a trading. Now UCO has been a really good trade there today. Now we had a low of 26.89. And then we had a high of 28.11. Okay, so I got a full point out of that UCO there today. So that was some really good trading here today, because that's what you always want to watch. If you lose the 21-day and the 50-day, always look to that 8-day. That's going to be very crucial. You can see where it's holding it. And then today we made a higher high and a higher low. Okay, but I'm just scalping the trade. And then what I'll do is I'll watch those futures at 6. I'll watch today's high at 70.66, and I'll watch that low of 70.66 and that high of 72.88, and we'll trade against that for tomorrow. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas here. Now you can see we got almost like a double top situation when we have an indecision candle. Okay, so it got above the 8-day, but you notice it couldn't hold it. So let's look at the upside first. This 8-day is going to be very, very critical. You want to close above that. That's 2.74 level. And then we can look at today's high, basically 2.77. And then we want to come up to this candle here, 2.81, and then right up there at 2.83. And then we have your retest at 2.91. You blast above that, we can have all these resistance levels here, but realistically, this is where you're going to go, is at 3.019. Okay, so that's where we know where we're going to go up. If we can close above that 8-day, that's where we can maybe possibly go higher. Now, again, on the bottom here, you can see where these are all pretty much lined up. You're just watching the bottom here, 2.65. That's going to be very, very key. You can see we're holding it sideways. If that's lost, we can come right to the bottom there, 2.63. We can come over here to the top of this candle, 2.57. And then we have that 21-day, 2.55, and then we have that 50-day here sitting at 2.52. So you got really a lot of good support. Now, if you look at this, okay, we have this green engulfing candle, which is basically your pole, and then look at how this is here. This is like a possible bull flag situation. Now, obviously, if this comes down and you close right down here with a 21-day, well, that would negate the pattern. But again, this is what we're watching here. And if we can get above that top of that candle, 2.81, and close above that, we can rip much, much higher very, very easily. Okay, so on your RSI here, you're looking at 53. That's just middle of the range here. Your green is still over your red here, so this is still looking very good here. Just watch the action. So when the futures open at 6, watch today's high at 2.77 and that low at 2.65, because we're holding this very, very nicely. It could even come down just a little bit lower here tomorrow, and you still have that bull flag kind of situation intact. Again, if it comes down here and closes down here, well, that flag is negated. But again, if you crack above that 2.81, then she rips higher. Okay, that's all I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning here, 7 o'clock here. Now, remember, tomorrow's Friday, so kind of take it easy. You've had a really, really big trading day, huge up moves here. The Fed made the cut. We had the presidential election. So everything is in our favor. So tomorrow, what you do is make sure you want to go out long, very, very strong here going into next week. Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.